scored 1,192 votes. Aqua Robinson of the NDLP scored 1,588 votes. Ishaka Paul Ofe Mile of the NEPP scored 1,524 votes. Dr. Asuko Mendi Achibong of the NFD scored 4,096 votes. Atwejude Eunice Uche Julian of the NIP scored 2,248 votes. Ike Keke of the NNPP scored 6,111 votes. Maina Maimuna Kyari of the NPC scored 10,081 votes. Ibrahim Usman Alhaji of the NRM scored 6,229 votes. Moses Aibiou of the NUP scored 5,323 votes. Felix Nicholas of the PCP scored 110,196 votes. Abubakar Atiku of the PDP scored 11,262,978 votes. Ame Peter Ajonugwa of the PPA scored 21,822 votes. Victor Ohai of the PPC scored 8,979. Major Hamza Al-Mustafa of the PPN scored 4,622 votes. Benga Olawepo Hashim of the PT scored 2,613 votes. Israel Nonyerem Davidson of the RAP scored 2,972. Oswala Chukudi John Kennedy of the RBNP scored 1,792 votes. Nsehe Nsiobong of the RP scored 2,388 votes. Donald Duke of the SDP scored 34,746 votes. Da Silva Thomas Ayo of the NSNC scored 28,680 votes. Ahmed Buhari of the SNP scored 3,941 votes. Balogun Isiaka Ishola of the UDP scored 3,170 votes. Mark Emmanuel Audu of the UP scored 1,561 votes. Inwa Ahmed Sakil of the UPN scored 1,631 votes. Nwangu Uchenna Peter of WTPN scored 732 votes. Ali Shoede of the Yes Party scored 2,394. Mogalu Kingsley Bosa Chiedu of the YPP scored 21,886 votes. That Muhammadu Buhari of the All Progressives Congress, having satisfied the requirements of the law and scored the highest number of votes, is hereby declared winner and is returned elected. Thank you.
Well, you just heard it. It's official. President Muhammadu Buhari has been re-elected the president of Nigeria with his win at the election that took place on Saturday. President Buhari won with 15,191,847 votes to beat the PDP's Atiku Abubakar, who got 11,262,978 votes. The president widened the margin with which he won 4 years ago. He beat his closest rival with 3.9 million votes. Gentlemen, and it's official now, and perhaps Babajide, Mr. President saw this coming when he was asking Daura if he was going to congratulate the winner of this election in case he didn't win. He was quoted to have said, "I will congratulate myself because I will win this election." Yes. So much confidence to have gone into this particular exercise, but some will say it's a fiercely contested one between the candidate of the APC and the PDP.
Yes, there's a philosopher who said, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can win. So the president was confident of winning, and he was focused on winning. He put his heart on winning.
Finally,
he didn't doubt his capacity to win. So the president and his victory.
Certificate of return shall be issued not less than 7 days to the declaration of winner. I hereby announce that the certificate of return will be issued to the president-elect and the vice president-elect at 2 p.m. tomorrow in this hall. Sorry, at 2 p.m. today in this very hall. Thank you and good morning. That brings the 2019 presidential collation of results closed. For party leaders who wish to sign the two instruments, EC8D as well as the EC8E, should do so, but only one representative of a party. Okay. You are going to sign the EC8DA, and you'll be guided accordingly by Professor Kuna while we retrieve. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, there you say the wait is over. 3 days after the much talked about presidential National Assembly election held on the 23rd of February in Nigeria, we now have a winner. The INEC chairman there saying that certificate of return will be presented to the president-elect and vice president-elect 2 p.m. today at that same center. Gentlemen, let me ask you this very quickly. Nelson, it's very amazing how all of this have evolved over time, from the preparations for the election, how long time we put into this, how much money we have invested into it. How credible really is this exercise is being perceived?
Oh, thank you very much.
Across board.
From voters, the media, and even observers, it has been, local and international observers, it has been generally acknowledged as free, fair, and credible. The credibility of this exercise is not in doubt. If you look at the figures coming out from the various states, you recognize that in some places it was very close, which is a true reflection of the voters' turnout. Yeah. And also in other places where you saw huge gaps, those were places that, people had already projected that that is how it will turn out because of the, followership of, the candidates. So by and large, I think this election has been worth it. we can only congratulate ourselves and, look forward to, covering up those challenges we saw in this election as we prepare for the March 9th gubernatorial and House of Assembly elections.
Let's talk about INEC and the man steering the ship. He appears to have been calm, cool, and collected. I'm talking about the chairman, Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmood Yakubu. You had that conversation between him and Chidoka Osita, the PDP agent, citing some omissions. As a matter of fact, saying 1.6 million names have gone missing from the registered voters, as well as other issues that he raised. The way and manner with which the INEC chairman answered those questions and also doused the tension is commendable. Babajide.
Yes, and it speaks to the nature of the INEC chairman. He's a calm man. He's a very brilliant man. He's one of the greatest historians to come out of our country. He scored a first class. It's very rare to score a first class in history. And I'm really not surprised about the way he's conducted the affairs of the commission. And I'm confident that the commission will get better and better under the leadership of Professor Mahmood Yakubu. He is someone with a listening ear. He is very, very humble. He's a well put together person. So that kind of person will be able to bring real progress, because it will take ideas from everyone of the stakeholders. It will take ideas that can help the commission from anyone that he thinks has got something fresh to offer. And he must have learned from the mistakes that he made in the past. I'm sure those mistakes will make him better. I'm confident that the governorship election will be a lot better in terms of organization, in terms of even sorting out logistics. Because logistics is a very big part of the success of any election in our country. I'm confident that they will be able to sort out the logistical issues that had messed up their work over time. So I look forward to the governorship election, and they believe that Professor Yakubu and his people will deliver a very good governorship election, for Nigerians.
Interesting, really. I understand that we have our correspondent, Maria Olasende, who is currently at the APC campaign center. It's been a long wait for everyone. We understand that some sort of jubilation has kick-started already in some parts of the country, and we'll be joining Maria very, very soon. But it's also very interesting to note the figures that the chairman of INEC has given to us this morning. The percentage of national voter turnout in this exercise, 35.66%. Earlier we were talking about voter apathy, and he made mention that there are quite a number of issues that have been raised, during and even after this exercise, that the commission has noted them and should be allowed to talk about them after the completion of the coalition. But how quick do you foresee this happen? But before I come to you, Nelson, Maria Olasende is standing by. Maria, it's indeed been a long wait. I can tell that you're tired already. Talk to me what's happening where you are right now. Okay, we might just get back to Maria when she's ready to speak with
Buhari is here.
very quickly and begin to look at how much time INEC has to deal with all of these issues that have been raised.
Well, they don't have the luxury of time. I think, like we always say, the next election, the preparation for the next election begins immediately you end an election. And for us, I think it is important that we must not leave this responsibility to INEC alone. We need to engage in advocacy, because the overhaul of our elections, to bring it to a level that is at par with other developed democracies, is our collective responsibility.
Let's get back to Maria Olasende as who.
The APC presidential campaign office here in Abuja. Moments ago, the INEC chairman declared President Muhammadu Buhari as the 2019 presidential candidate. And right now, His Excellency the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, just arrived the APC Presidential Council. We've been here. Yes, that's the Vice President. You can see the chair. Everyone is cheering him up. That's a sign of jubilation and happiness for the party. Any moment from now, we'll be expecting the President Muhammadu Buhari is going to be delivering his acceptance speech here at the APC Presidential Campaign Office. We have some dignitaries who came in earlier on before the Vice President, like the APC National Leader Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the APC Chairman Adams Oshomole. We also have the SGF Boss Mustafa. We have the Governor of Lagos State Akinwumi Ambode, Governor of Nasarawa State Tanko Almakura, and other senior party officials. We've been here since last night. There have been a live band on ground to entertain people, and people really stayed through until they eventually declared President Muhammadu Buhari as the winner. We're still expecting His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari to come here and give his acceptance speech.
Speech, Maria, and given also the huge number of dignitaries you have mentioned who are present at that particular location. But it appears as if the party had started long before the declaration of result. Walk us through what has happened from last night when you got there.